What's going on, everybody? Today we are finally doing some fun stuff to this truck. We are installing a 10.5-inch lift on this beauty right here.
We gon' pull up in them big bodies, Them chains on, that's that Illuminati. So much money you gon' think they signed me, but we just out here independent grinding.
I've got all the parts and pieces. Here are the rear springs right here. Got some instructions right here. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this day for so long. Now there's a few tools that I'm pretty sure I don't have that I need to go get. But before I do any of that, I'm gonna go grab a quick bite because I just woke up. And then we'll go through a quick rundown and make sure we get situated before we go ahead and jack this thing up. Alright, we're out here. I ate my Chick-fil-A. I feel good, nice and fueled. So I have energy to do some hard work right now. I also bought all these tools, so let me walk you through these tools because they're actually kind of funny. So I bought an 8-inch rough country lift, and the plan is that I have a 2.5-inch level that I'm gonna stack on top of that 8-inch rough country, so it'll be 10.5 in the front, 8-ish in the back. Or actually I have a 7-inch leaf spring, so it'll be 10.5 in the front, 7 in the back, but the backs are always 2 inches higher, so it's like 8 or 9. Whatever, that's all the confusing stuff. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so rough country, it includes a nice little like install manual. And first of all, it's funny because it's not exactly for my kit. It says 8-inch suspension kit, and it is the 4-link kit, but there's no directions on the rears. In this pamphlet, the instructions for the rears say to take out the block and put the other new block that they give you, but I have brand new leaf springs. It says nothing about that, but it's fine. The back, I'm not worried about. The front is gonna be the interesting part, but we're gonna tackle that first, get that out of the way, no problem. So I'm looking here on the sheet that we have. It's actually really helpful because it says all the tools that I need. So you can see every tool that I need is right here. I went ahead and bought literally everything. Even though I have some things, I wasn't sure if what I had would work. Like I have some weird angle things and whatnot. Wasn't sure, so I just went ahead and bought everything. I don't want to make a bunch of trips while we're doing this. I just want to focus on this and get it done. Now something interesting, I made sure to look through this and look at all the directions, and it'll say like, oh, remove this with a 24mm socket or whatever. On the directions it says you need a 24mm socket and a 30mm socket. In the directions it says you need a 24 and 30mm wrench. I don't know if it's a typo, I don't know which one's a typo, so I bought both. Whatever I don't use, I'll return or keep because it's always good to have tools. But anyways, I literally got everything. This bad boy right here was $50. I hope I don't use it so I can return it. $50. It's huge. It's like, bro, you can, a little whack on the head, like you'd just be passed out. Anyways, Nick's also coming, but something happened, like he forgot how to drive a couple days ago, so I think he's like watching some YouTube videos to like learn how to drive again, but he'll be here a little bit later. I'm gonna go ahead and start by jacking up the front of the truck. Actually, let me show you this. So my dad helped me make these yesterday. You probably have no idea what these are right now, but this is actually one stacked on top of the other. It goes from here to here, and then this is the second one, and these are pretty much stands for jack stands. So we have this one giant jack stand, 10-ton freaking massive thing. We'll put that dead center on the front. Then these two will be somewhere in the middle-ish under the frame, and then we'll have these, actually not these, I have some that are rated 1 ton more than this. These are actually 2 ton. I think I have 3 or 4 ton ones that are gonna be on this holding the frame. They're not really there for a bunch of weight. This one will be doing the weight. This is more so it doesn't get teeter-tottery on us when we're taking stuff apart. Also, we're doing just the front at one time and then just the back at one time, so we'll have 2 wheels on the ground at all times. This is just an added protection, a little peace of mind when we're both under the truck hammering stuff out and banging stuff with hammers and stuff. So I'm gonna try and jack this thing up. Hopefully I can get it as high as I want. I have 2 3-ton jacks, which I'll be using on the axle. I might have to use some wood to get it up high enough because this 10-ton stand is very, very high. It doesn't, I don't think, I mean the truck shouldn't be big, but I don't think it needs to be that high because I figure once you take the wheels off, you install everything, the axle can be, you know, 4 or 5 inches off the ground, as long as you can get the jack under there, and then once everything's tightened, you can jack it back up and then put the wheels on. So we'll figure it out. We'll play it by ear. I'm trying to be smart about it. I'm gonna go ahead and start jacking it up. That's half the fun right there. We got the truck in the air. A little bit of a mission, but worked really well. These are so sick. Things that my dad helped me build. So nothing is screwed in. They're just notched. So they're like Legos. We ended up having to take a layer out because they were too tall. It works so good. So we've got these with 2 jacks on the rails. And then we have our nice big fat 10-ton jack stand on the frame up here. So now I don't think this is high enough if I were to do this suspension and put the wheels on without, you know, jacking it up more. But once this is all done and this drops 10.5 inches, as long as I can get a jack under there still, I can jack it back up when everything's tight, put the wheels on, no problem. I'm super excited. I was really nervous about jacking up the truck. It's really heavy, takes proper equipment, which I don't really have. This 10-ton jack stand's the only proper equipment I have. So now we get to start. Okay, so I was having an issue with these wheels. The lug nuts are off, but the wheels are like stuck on. So my dad had a really good idea to like turn the jack sideways and brace it with a 2x4 against both wheels and then start jacking. And we got one wheel off. It actually popped out pretty easily. And now my dad is setting up something against the frame so that we can jack against this wheel and pop that off. So now that we got the wheels off, I'm gonna go ahead and save myself a headache and spray all these bolts with PB Blaster now. Okay, everything under the truck is PB blasted. While that's sitting, I arranged my tools so we have a nice, easy to work with setup. So reading the directions, it says the first thing to do is remove the track bar from the driver's side and then remove the sway bar end links from the bottom. So that's what we'll do right now. Got the sway bar end links out. I also took out the bump stops and the cups that were in. Now, the next thing it says to do is to remove all these like brackets over here, all these lines, get them loose, freed up. We don't want anything breaking while we're dropping the whole suspension down. Okay, now that we got the brake lines freed up and the ABS lines all freed up, now we can go ahead and remove this top nut from the shock and the nut at the bottom. Okay, I just got this top piece out from the shock. I had to hold this and spin this, and I actually was able to go through the hood and pull it out. So on the other side, I'm gonna try to just get an impact gun in here, pull it out. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of stuff up here. I couldn't get in here with an impact, but it's all good. Some good old elbow grease, a few wrenches got it out. Now we just gotta hit this bottom one. Hopefully this comes out, no problem. Whoop. Yep. problem. Boom. Come on, go on there. Easy peasy, baby. All right, we're about ready to lower this jack, and hopefully these springs just kind of fall out and along with the strut, and it's super easy. That's what I'm hoping for. And nothing like that whole end doesn't just fall off and stuff like that. Oh, that's what I'm hoping for. We'll see how it goes. Well, that couldn't have gone any better. Literally just fell right out. Apparently I'm doing something right. Now it says to remove the radius arms. I'm nervous about this because this is literally holding the entire axle where it needs to be. Now my cousin, he used to work on Fords a lot. He's a Ford diesel tech actually, but I was talking to him about it and he told me to put a jack like right here where the drive shaft comes into the diff, because these like to fall forward. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So real quick before I mess with any of this stuff and that, I took out this bolt for the brake line bracket, and this was like up and down. I bent this whole thing down. So now there's a lot more slack. Super confident that none of that stuff will break when I drop this even more. I did the same thing on this side. This side's a bit different. Brake line starts down here, so there's a ton of play in this one. The other side's the tightest one, and I feel good. We're good to go. Next step. Nick showed up finally. 3.5, maybe 4 hours late. Wet it straight. So now the next step is to pull these radius arms off, and these 4-link suspension goes in with them. So he's getting these ready. The bottom ones are adjustable, so that's the first half. These are the second half that thread in with the bushings. We have to go, I think the top ones are in here. We'll pull out, and then we'll start working on that. Alright, we got a lot done already. The 4-link's on. That was a pain in itself, but it's getting dark. So we're gonna finish whatever we finish tonight, and then tomorrow I'll come out here, show y'all what we're doing. Meantime, check this bad boy out. Jesus. Damn, son. Park next to me, hey, put them on.
Where'd you get your rock lights from?
Not So Flow Retros.
So Flow Retros, baby. Brightest in the bid.
Jesus! Bro, park. I had rock lights, it'd be so easy to work on that shit at night.
I told you that earlier. And I swear, if you get Amazon rock lights, we're not friends. Here, look at.
Alright, we're not gonna be friends anymore with Nick in about 2 weeks. What is that? Oh my god. Bussin'. Chilling, boy. Must be nice to have a new truck. All purple, everything. Damn, son. Hey, you have 4-link too. What's up? I could have just looked at yours.
Yeah, but ours aren't. Me and Austin's 4-link bars aren't adjustable. Got little stubs.
Wait, do they? Oh, alright, I was about to say. Good morning, guys. Next day. You all know why I'm so happy. I'm gonna explain right now. I got this stupid ass thing off. Oh my god, dude, that's the worst thing ever. Probably ever created, ever in the history of ever. 170 something thousand miles on this truck. That thing has not been touched since, I guarantee it. So that's the Pitman Arm. If anyone's ever even attempted this on a truck, you know. Pitman Arm. Frig that thing. That's the reason why we stopped last night. Couldn't figure out the Pitman Arm thing, man. Could not figure it out. So what I ended up doing, if anyone tries to do this at home, I don't recommend it actually, because it sucks. I cut a slit in the side right here. Then I took the grinding tool on a grinder, which is a little bit thicker, and made it a little bit wider. Then I rented this bad boy right here. It's pretty much a handheld jackhammer. This right here got the job done. So pretty much what I did is I had this 5-ton like puller tool. I put this, it's gonna be hard to mock it up, but I put it like that, sort of, tighten this up with the impact gun, tightened it really tight, like right before it was about to break, because I already broke one of these, and then I took this big ass thing, shoved it in that notch, and I hit the hell out of it, and it came loose. Oh my god, that's probably one of the best feelings in the world right there, because now everything's off. Now it's smooth sailing. Now we get to put shit back on. I'm so hyped right now, you have no idea. Oh my god. And when Nick gets here, oh my god, dude. He's gonna be so hyped. Alright, well I guess we just keep going now. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm hyped, boy. Yes, I'm cracking a beer for that one. Cheers, everyone. That shit sucked. Alright, we got a lot done. Got one coil spring in. I would film this stuff, but the thing is that we're both working on it, and like there's no like good way to film it. Like we're just all up in the way all over it, so it doesn't work.
New drag link.
But yeah, we got this track bar bracket in. This whole bar right here, brand new, and now we're putting in the big coil springs. We gotta do this side now. Alright, we finished up a lot of this stuff already. Both springs and everything's in pretty much. The only thing we have to do is before we put the wheels on, we'll route these brake lines and bolt them in, and you know, connect this back up. Yeah, we'll hit up this, or we could do that when it's dropped. Then when we drop it, you know, we'll put the sway bar links in there. The top of the strut isn't tightened, so we'll tighten that, and then we'll tighten the 4-link, and everything will be tight. All right, Nick and I just finished. Carson and Ethan here too. Where's Ethan? They helped us out a little bit, like pass up some stuff and helped us get the wheels on and whatnot. So the front's done right now. We're at a gas station. We look like kooks driving down the road in this thing. So the only thing I think that the front needs is the adjustable track bar to like align the axle a little bit, but right now it looks really good. 3, 2, 1. All right, there it is. That looks so funny. That's a bad girl right there. So we got overall a 10.5-inch lift on the front. It's an 8-inch lift, 2.5-inch level kit on it, 26 by 16 specialty forge, 37, 13.5, and 3-inch spacers. I mean, damn. I'll cut out the back. Let me turn the lights on real quick. What you think?
A lot of work.
It wasn't that bad though.
It wasn't bad, it was a lot of work.
We had one hiccup, which was the Pitman Arm. Oh no, what was the other thing too? Oh yeah.
Drag link.
Drag link and the Pitman Arm. That was like the worst thing. This is the Pitman Arm, the new one. This is the drag link. This is a brand new drag link. Because we messed up this ball joint pretty bad. This is the best angle right here. That junk looks thick. Alright, we're back at the house. Front's done. Looks insane. Super wide. 16 wide with 3-inch spacers. That's a big daddy right there. So tomorrow we're doing the back. Should not be nearly as hard, and then the truck should be good to go. I do need a new track bar because the truck's pulling a little bit when I'm driving, and the axle sits 1 inch a little bit to the other side. So a new track bar so we can adjust it, and the front end is chilling. The rear end shouldn't need any adjustments at all. And then I also have steel braided brake lines which come Friday, and that'll clean up the whole like brake line mess that's going on in the front. And we're good to go, man. I'm hyped. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys thought when you first saw the thumbnail with the front wheels on and nothing in the back. Anyways, we'll see y'all tomorrow when we finish up the back. Okay, it's second morning. We're gonna start, or no, wait, third morning actually. About to start doing the rear right now. Got Adam chilling right here. He's gonna be doing all the work pretty much.
Doing everything today.
In his chair by himself. No, he's gonna be here for motivational support. So I have to jack up the truck first, and then we'll get going on this. All right, we got everything back out of the back. Old leaf springs versus new ones. So before we put the new ones in, this little bracket right here has to come off and get transferred on that, and then we can literally just throw these in. All right, we're installing the shocks now. Both the leaf springs are in. Got that secured. And we still got that plastic line on it, so it's like all the way shrunk up. All right, so I'm gonna pull this out. The whole shock's gonna start going down. Nick is gonna try to slide that bolt in the hole at the perfect time.
Before it passes it.
Yeah.
Because if it passes it, it's not easy to get it
Yes, sir.
back compressed.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Set.
All right, you got it.
All right, I'm guiding it.
Oh.
Bet. All right. We have to jack it up a little bit. There's been worse things. Better too short than too long. That's for freaking sure.
That must be like fully extended.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, so we just got that bottom bolt in. We just jacked it up from the hub. It's not the best place to jack it up, but hey, whatever works, right?
All right, lower the jack.
So we'll lower this real quick. There we go. Now the only thing to do is we'll put the wheels on, drop it, put all the brake lines back, and then tighten everything. We left everything loose so that we tighten everything on the truck's own weight. Okay, so before I show you the finished product, I know this video has been messy, and it's just because I've never installed a lift before, obviously. Nick hasn't, like, he's been around it, but he hasn't really done it like to the extent that we did this lift. So it was a lot of trial and error, a lot of like put stuff on and then realize something was routed wrong, take it back off. It's a pain in the ass to do, but you know, we got it done. So in the midst of all that, you know, I forget to pick up my camera, or I end up doing the same thing 3 times, and I don't know. And then people start coming over, and I got a lot of people here, they want to play music, everyone's talking, you know. It's just, it's hard to film. I gotta get better at that though. But anyways, we did everything. It looks really good. The only issues we had, like I said before, was the Pitman arm, which once that came off, no problem. And then the rears were pretty easy. It was just, you know, kind of finagling the spring to get into place and whatnot. Now there's still a couple more things to do, which will be the next videos, and I'll explain that in a second. But first, I'm gonna show you what this bad boy looks like. Y'all saw it when I drove it to the gas station with just the front lift and the wheels. That was really funny. Now I show you what it looks like in all its glory. Sitting pretty, driving nice. Here it is. So overall, it's a 7-inch leaf spring in the back and a 10.5-inch lift up front. Super, super big. 26 by 16s on 37s, and then 3-inch spacers. That's how you get that insane looking stance like that. I mean, it just looks solid. It's got a little bit of lean on it. Anyone who doesn't know what lean is pretty much self-explanatory. Like, the front's a little higher than the back, so it like kind of leans back a little bit. And it's not, I thought it would lean more. It doesn't. It doesn't lean nearly as much as I thought it would. It's probably leaning about 1.5 inches right now. Maybe 2 inches now that it's settled a little bit. But it looks really, really good. It's huge, huge. I'm super happy I got the 4-link up front too, because these 4-link bars are just so clean, and they look a lot better than like that big ass radius arm. And then also in the back, these are full leafs. There's no block in the back at all. So that's like the ideal situation. Get more travel, better ride. And actually, I thought these would ride really stiff, and they don't. They ride, I mean, they're a little bit stiff, but dude, the whole suspension for being a rough country lift rides really good. Like, everyone always talks crap about rough country, and even I was a little worried about rough country because it's, you know, cheap, and rough country pretty much only gives you the essential parts you need to lift your truck. You know, that's why they're the cheapest. Other companies will add in, you know, forged components or like some different components to, you know, help the angles of like the drive shaft, axles, all that crap. You know, this is just a basic lift. But it also comes with a 4-link and a brand new leaf spring in the rear, which is really good. I'm really happy with it. I'm super happy I didn't buy some crazy expensive lift because that's not what I'm going for on the truck. This ride's good, it looks good, it's good. Highly recommend. And I threw the level kit. This is an 8-inch lift. I threw the level on there, 2.5-inch level. Ride's good, no problem. Now there's still a couple things I have to do. The track bar is too short. If I get a longer one, which I did, it'll go out further. But now, Nick and I were talking, and he said he's seen some people that flip this ball joint, go the other way. So that way, this whole bar starts up here, and the angles are a lot better. He told me that pretty much you want your drag link angle and your track bar angle to be like parallel. So that's pretty much it. I lifted my truck, just me and Nick in the driveway by ourselves. We had a little bit of help here and there from like some neighbors and some friends. But other than that, I mean, no shop, no lift, just jack stands, some tools, some simple tools, and a lot of hard work. Here's another look real quick before I end the video. It looks so good. But anyways, that's gonna close out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really sorry it was messy and I didn't film as much as I really should have, but I'm working on it, you know, been out of the grind for a bit, getting back in it, no worries. So have a great day. We've got some great videos coming, and I'll see y'all next time.
Peace. Why they wanna be me? It's not what it seems. Running to the bank, putting wet on my Achilles. We been thumbing blue faces like they Washingtons. On a run from MIA up to Washington.